Google has taken us live. It is the modern Fowler Scrum. Here we are, Sam and Nico and Ben on a Friday. Yes. Yeah, Ben and I have just been doing some things together, but let's go in a different direction and hear from Nico first. Nico, how are things going with you?
Okay. What I've been doing? Today, I've been preparing for an interview that I will have on the next Friday. So they are using GraphQL, so I'm trying to see what they are, how it works. Yeah, that is what I've been doing during this morning. So yeah, nothing.
Cool. Yeah, anything blocking you? Any other plans?
Yes, I want to work on website 1, and I would like to know the pull request that Billy did, the one for the authorization on website
Bill,
1.
yes.
Yeah, I would like to know if we can merge it.
Yeah.
So we can start playing with that on development. Okay.
Yeah. I think the answer is we can. Yeah, and let's look at that at the end. Yeah.
Perfect.
Good stuff. Yeah, let's do. Thank you, Nico. Let's do Ben. Hey, Ben.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we just have been doing React stuff with maybe the. Is that website 2 or is that something else?
The website 2 is a static website in Middleman for the non-profits, but yeah, it's like a revised front end for the React one is a React front. It's a new React front end for website 1.
Yeah, so it's sort of early days for that, but we talked about doing routing and got something done, but ran into a bit of a problem there. What else have I been doing? Well, also something that you were involved in is I think that we all sort of got over the hurdle of creating the backpropagation for 2-layer neural networks in the machine learning thing, which was quite a challenge for me. And I thought that was pretty cool. It seemed like in the course material, they say that is one of the hardest things to sort of wrap your brain around.
Oh, really?
I think I read that, which
it's certainly not trivial.
Right. No, indeed. So there's that. I'm trying to actually, the reason I wanted to get into doing creating React front ends for different backends is because I started working on some toy projects with Elixir that do that, with the eye towards perhaps making Paranauts follow that model.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. So one of them, there are these two. I think I posted one of them in the Elixir thing. It was this guy who made Battleship, but he also made a Trello clone, and they're
right. Cool.
There's a lot of cool React stuff in that. Yeah.
Yes. I mean it would be. I mean, it'd be interesting for me to see to what extent you can integrate React with Jitsi. I mean, potentially there's room for like a really my sort of vision for like Paranauts is just like, yes, it would be like completely seamless. It's like you as soon as you've committed to wanting to be pairing, you're like bang, like almost no sense of, it's like you've teleported into a room with a person and you can
just
pairing there. You're just there. There's none of this kind of like, oh, I've got to click on this link. So
and then it's just like there's like a waiting for everyone to join thing, and
and it's just like, but it's like all these things. I mean, my son, eldest son, he loves these online games. Like it's gone from, what was it, Overwatch to Fortnite now, and just loves playing these network games. And all of these network games, they all have this, kind of people get in there and you're waiting for a number of players, and then you're in there, and they've got hundreds and thousands of people playing it all around the world, so you never have to wait that long.
Do they run in browsers at all?
The games?
Are they on console games?
It's console. This PS4, those PC games things. But I think there's nothing to prevent that kind of system existing for pairing. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole Paranauts concept, basically. And if you could get it slick enough and work out the kinks, I think you could have an amazing thing. But and if we had like startup venture money, we could probably get it made in 3 months. But that's another story.
Alas.
But we're having fun tinkering along. We'll see what we get. So someone probably will make it in about 6 months, and we'll kind of go, oh yeah, that was the idea that we had.
That's what we wanted to. That's happened. That's happened to me a few times.
Yeah,
but everyone says that.
Yeah,
but it's yeah. We'll know it's true on this occasion.
Yeah.
But sorry, Ben, I've interrupted you by going on ranting and stuff. Anything else on your mind? Anything else blocking you? Any plans?
No, not really. I mean, not that I could bring up now, I guess.
No worries. All right, thank you. Good report. Going on to me, that reminds me, we do have now an interesting development. We have a website one ticket which has Ethereum on it, and so if somebody works on that, the Gitcoin people have very, very kindly added a 0.1 Ethereum bounty to this ticket on website one.
And today morning I was playing with that, and I thought, what happens if I click like? And I say, okay. I screw up because it appeared like I was working on that on GitHub. So I say, okay, how I will remove this?
But they've got and you need. I think you need kind of like MetaMask installed so that you can use Web3. And have you got that all set up?
Yeah.
Well, I do because we did that in the
in the Ethereum mob. Yeah, I previously paired with Will and got it set up. Yeah. But yes, so if we look at the issues, will I be able to find it this way? Yeah, that's
it is down there. Yeah,
it's there, isn't it? Somewhere, right there it is.
There.
We should put like a label on it so we can find it.
Oh, it's a label. We have to know.
Ethereum.
Just what? Sorry.
How did you know that it has Ethereum? I didn't.
Well, I'm in the Slack with the Gitcoin people.
Oh, you just happened to.
And I've been saying like your stuff is cool, and they were saying like your stuff is cool, and we was like we should do some stuff together, and like that we've been, and they've eventually got to the point of they said, can you identify a ticket on that would be a sensible one for people to work on, and then Nico Nico and I sorted it out and Nico did all the work really, as he usually does, and got this ready, but then I pinged it over to them, and they have then entered it into their system. And their system has like a bot that then basically adds Ethereum bounties to GitHub tickets.
Yep.
Cool. So people can then. So then this is, and so 0.1 Ethereum is currently worth about $60.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, and this now. So I don't know if I've got MetaMask. MetaMask is here. Am I logged in?
Yeah, that's always kind of an issue. It's so slow right now. The extension.
Yeah, I would have to go and like remember my MetaMask, but I think we can still we can go and
click there.
Click there.
Did you already do that, Nico?
You will open anyways.
Yeah, and you could even without MetaMask or Web3.
Yeah,
you can see the stuff in there, and then you can kind of claim that you're working on it and submit working and stuff. So. There it is. So people want to get some Ethereum, get their hands on some Ethereum. They can do it by also contributing to website one. So that's a lovely step forward today.
Cool.
Other things that have been happening. I'm involved in a proposal for like a social prescribing thing. This relates to the NHS wiki, and I'm kind of there's another group who have. Oh, they want to do this bid and get me involved in it. Anyway, so I'm partly juggling that with working on this other private project, which involve now looking at very large PDFs and Word documents and stuff, which is kind of, but still fun. I'm really enjoying. I've got the JavaScript debugging working perfectly in in VS Code. So that's a pleasure.
Nice.
And I'm definitely coming down on the side of saying to JetBrains people, we're just going to use VS Code and recommend. Well, what would be lovely is if we could get like VS Code sponsorship from Microsoft and kind of say, I don't know, they must have some.
Nice.
Like we've had JetBrains on the site for a long time. I would really like to see. Is it like a VS Code sponsoring open source projects? I mean, we're already getting great support from Microsoft from the Azure.
Yeah, that's
stuff, which is really working well for us. Open source projects or charities, I don't know, or something. Anyway, so to that. Then we had the React mob, where I was very pleased to be joined by Ben, becomes sponsor of Open Source Initiative. Anyway, And yeah, so we started looking at the routing in React, and we've come up there's a little blocker there. We've added the React routing. It seemed to be working for me locally, but it didn't work for Ben. And yeah, what we've just realized is so that we're combining React routing here with React Bootstrap, and this React Bootstrap nav item is in fact an anchor, like a href thing under the hood, and so they're not playing so well. So I assume a bit of googling of like React routing and React Bootstrap will get us to the bottom of that problem. I'm very tempted to work on that in the remainder of the Scrum if we've got any time left. My pairing session with Ryder on Paranauts has been put off because of the time change, and then we've got the MOOC mob, that's Agile Development mob. We're maybe going to start focusing on the upgrades to Ruby 2.4 and so on that Nico had been working on in that mob. We will see. There's maybe some other tidy up to do, and then they've got the async voter meeting later on tonight. Yeah, that's about the size of it for today. Anything else that we need to mention in Scrum?
I can't think of any.
Nope.
Yeah, so I think that's Scrum done then. I think the question that you had outstanding, Nico, was build
the
pull request on website 1.
Yes.
One build pull request. So I think we could. That all seems to be past it. You've merged in the Rails 5 stuff, right, Nico?
Yeah. Yep.
And CodeClimate is happy, and Semaphore is happy, and coveralls won't go away. Go away, coveralls. We don't want you.
Yeah.
Have we worked out a place where we can open a support request with them?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Yeah, so I'll have a little look now. But yeah, so yeah, I'll merge this right now, and so let's get it on.
I think,
yeah, have you? Well,
update the branch.
I think let's just merge it and put it on. Let's get it there. There may be something. Yeah. So yeah. Now my memory is that we might need to get it onto staging before we can even really test the
functionality.
The Google. I mean, there's what? Have you run this branch locally and been able to log in with G+?
No, I haven't tried.
So that would be a good thing while we're waiting for it to deploy on development and staging.
Okay.
Yep. It's certainly a kind of a sanity check would be to, at least the way I've got it set up for me is I seem to be able to more reliably log in with G+ on my local setup than I can on the developer or the staging servers. So, but who knows? We'll fix it. Coveralls, help and support. Coverall, the Zendesk. Gosh, they're on. Let's submit a request. Email address. All right. So I'm going to put a little thing there into Azure Ventures. So subject so unable to remove coveralls from our project. And say, please help. Don't want to use coveralls anymore. But can't seem to stop it commenting on our pull requests. How can we fully remove it? And I guess I take have we got still the image of the? No, I have to go look to a different. Okay, so we've got things like this. Oh, so Sigu saying this is ready to go now. But look, that's this. I'll take that screenshot of there. See this screenshot. At the moment, we get stuck on waiting for status to be reported. We don't want coveralls anymore. Say it again.
It's like the third
I
time.
really don't. I have a feeling they'll come back and say to me, "Oh, you need to add the coveralls gem." It's like we've removed the coveralls gem, turned.
We removed the project from their site.
Yeah, we turned off commenting on PRs. We deleted the project from coveralls. Nothing works. Sad face. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna. It's one of the annoying things that I have. Like I'm just typing that into a box. It's I'll just like pop that into website one DevOps as well, in case we need to send to other people again in the future. I mean, I wonder if coveralls is dying a death. I don't know. Who knows? There we go. So yeah. So you're not blocked on anything now,
No.
Nico. It's all good. Yeah, getting that.
What I want to work on is today is the not the GitHub pages like with Shekel and that stuff, but our page on GitHub. Yep.
Yes. Recently, you're saying GitHub pages, and you're meaning that the Odin project style of using content in GitHub, or you're actually going to work on GitHub pages using Jackal or something?
No. The first one. Yep.
So I think maybe if we call it something other than GitHub pages, that might be less confusing. So why don't working on that? That's like working on content in GitHub. If we call it content in GitHub, that's sort of the model. It's static content in GitHub. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, cool. All right. Yeah, I should go and make some tea, but we could. I don't know, Ben. Should we just try and finish off this issue? This block that we were on?
Well, I'm looking at a couple of Stack Overflow pages here about, there seem to be other people that have this problem.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen here.
Yeah, please do.
And I could be wrong, but because some of the solutions are still using href, you know.
Sure.
And this here seems to put the nav item inside the link, which I don't know if we could do that. Probably not, right? Because we have a...
Maybe we can, because maybe that link is then maybe not going to be a style of is not going to be a type of A. Yeah. The interesting thing that we have here is there's React Bootstrap and there's also like React Strap. So another thing to be evaluating would be the what's it called? I also see that there's a separate project called React Router Bootstrap.
Yeah, I saw that too. Which that's kind of scary. It might mean reconfiguring everything, but I don't know. I didn't look at it.
It says wrap your React Bootstrap elements in a link container to make it behave like a React Router link. Link container accepts the same parameters as. So I think in principle. So I don't even know which version of React Router
we would want to go with.
I mean that might be cleaner. I mean, I sort of feel that we're being led down the rabbit hole with this whole.
Yeah, well, that's where I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be another thing hyphenated at the end of that we have to install. I don't know. Yeah, but again, you know, maybe it's not too far.
I mean, I guess in this case, what they're doing there is, I mean, like all of these. I mean, I've got the same thing up as you as the list of different other solutions, you know, that people are doing. Right. And I guess effectively what that React Bootstrap router project is doing is it's got some solution and it's encapsulated it into a component and called that component what do they call it?
Link container, yeah.
As opposed to, that's interesting.
To just link.
As opposed to nav link. We've got like a nav item.
Nav item, and then we're trying to put a link inside it. And
indeed, we are. I wonder if I mean, I wonder. It's interesting. React routers. Okay, so nav link is a That's interesting. So navlink is a particular kind of link that's supposed to go in the nav bar.
Oh, is that available to us for free?
I think that's available. I think that we could be. So I think navlink
instead of nav item, we could just say nav link.
I don't know that we can. I think if we do that, we may lose some of the things like this, like event key and other stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. But we could put it inside nav item. Let's see.
Well, we could. I think this may still fail in the same way.
Right.
I mean, the interesting thing was, particularly interesting thing is that it sort of works for me on my system, but not for you on yours.
Yeah, so it might not even be. It might be some problem I'm having.
I mean, I've got here. That's the main site.
Because I don't know. I think that I might not have the router. Do you have like? Did it somehow not pull that down?
That's not inconceivable. I mean, I made changes to the index.js.
Yeah.
Which has, if you open index.js, you do see the browser router in there, right? I mean, it's saved and committed as far as I could tell. I mean, you could try going to /about-us just in the browser and see if it routes correctly to the about us element.
Well, no, that's where I'm at. See. Oh, now wait a minute. Oh, are you? Look at that. That is weird.
What's that?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so you can navigate to it directly.
Yeah.
If you now go back to the localhost 3000. Yeah, I mean you got a weird training.
I got all kinds of stuff in there.
And then if you try and click on the link, like if you hit the hamburger button.
Oh, you're right, because it's the wrong.
And then click on About Us.
Yeah. There we go.
That's working now. And we haven't changed it. So I guess that.
But you were getting that same console error, though.
And I think, I think we're still. It's interesting. It kind of works, but it complains. I guess is what we're seeing there.
Okay. All right. But it doesn't always complain. Here's the thing.
I think it always complains, doesn't it?
See, that time it didn't complain.
Did it not? I mean, I've just. Okay, that's interesting.
Complains when you try to load it up. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've just switched over to navlink, and
how's that working?
That's there. It's still giving. I mean, it's basically it's giving a warning.
Yeah. It's not an error, but it's
right. But the navlink still work. I don't know what changed, but yeah. So I'm tempted. I guess then, in order to get rid of the warning, to add this. So it says this link container. The funny thing is, if we wrap your React Bootstrap element in a link container to make it okay. So okay. I mean, it's got like 1,500, 1,300 stars on. So I'm tempted to do yarn. Add. Sorry, say again.
I'm sorry. What does
the React Router Bootstrap?
Oh, right.
Okay. Yeah. So here with this one, what it means is that we can create a. It basically this would now, rather than wrapping around just that element, it would wrap around here.
Oh, it would wrap around the whole nav item?
That's what I'm. And so this would now be a link container.
I
mean, it kind of.
Oh, rather than okay.
Like so.
Oh, that'd be interesting if it worked.
And so I've installed React Router Bootstrap, and now we reload this bit, and now link. I don't have to. So then we would have to load link container from.
Right.
Well, and even I'm not referring to I'll link container from React Router Bootstrap, and then come back to here, and link container is defined, and now interesting, yeah, and so it's now nicely not making it orange, and it's doing mouse over there like that. We haven't got any errors,
right?
And it goes there.
There we are.
Cool. And I think just for good measure, since I've got the nav bar is something that can kind of just appear. I guess actually it's all of this stuff. If I just want to, I mean, just to make the navigation a bit slicker, I could just come here and slap that in there. But obviously I want to extract and dry that out. But so here I can say, you know, about us. The placeholder.
Not very dry, right? I mean, eventually.
Not very dry. No. But I just want to. Oh.
No.
So we need.
Because you didn't pull it in at the top there.
I didn't pull in those things at the top, which I can now do. But yeah, so this is the thing for. Oh, it looks like there's a build stuff as part and develop. Like, I think it's always it's a good idea to get things working before you dry them out. Like if you're trying to if you are anticipating drying out too much in advance, you can get yourself in trouble. But so now we can go to About Us and we actually change the thing. We've got the routing and we keep the bar. And obviously, we want to dry that out and sort of. But yes, we can start to see it taking. Cool. All right. Unblocked. Good stuff. Let me put. I'll push that all up, and maybe Ben, you can just check that it works on your system. So this is adding React Bootstrap. What's it called? Router? No, router Bootstrap.
Yep.
But so I'm also thinking going forward, rather than necessarily, you know, like that we're getting more and more committed to React Bootstrap, which they're kind of working on the Bootstrap 4 integration. There is React Strap, and it might be, which already has Bootstrap 4 support. So do I have to yarn again? I probably have to yarn again. You almost certainly do, yes, with a new thing. So I mean, I sort of worry slightly about getting locked to Bootstrap 3 when Bootstrap 4 is going to be the way forward. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And what everybody's using, and React Strap seem to have moved faster to get, you know, with Bootstrap 4. So I certainly might be tempted to look at this next week in the React mob.
Okay.
But there we go.
I tried to yarn it and it didn't do it.
Did it not?
Well, apparently
it's just done. And then
you gotta remove node modules. Start it again.
What's that?
You can remove node modules, the folder, and
or just try
yarn.
I would have thought. I mean, you've got the yarn lock, the package JSON. You've done. I guess it didn't say about. Did I do something wrong? Just I would be tempted to just try reloading the React app. I mean, I think, you know, like you're running yarn and it's like doing its reloading. If you just reload that page
in the browser. Yeah, alas.
Oh, weird. Right. Oh, yeah, I think Nico's suggesting we're doing RM minus RF your node modules and then running yarn again.
Okay.
That's weird. Go look at back. Yeah, we've got in the dependencies React Router Bootstrap version 24 or above. Okay.
All right. Well, that kind of thing. That can take a while.
That might take a while, yeah. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to go get my tea. And
hopefully this will work.
Yeah, good stuff. Oh, great seeing you both. I'll probably see you later on in the day. Bye for now.
All right. Bye-bye.